Hey, what's up, y'all? It's YORO continuing link click after just finishing episode 4 because I gotta see what happens here because my boy Chung is trying to find his parents because once he found out the year, like everything just started crashing for him. Like it's already been for such a problem for him personally, like it already affected him originally in the first episode, very understandably. But problem is, like, this could affect like so much more if he prevents death. And like I said, like I could easily put myself in his shoes and be like, yeah, I'm sure I would do or try the same thing, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know what is going to happen this episode in terms of like resolution for him. Like maybe he'll be able to catch himself, whether it's Lou helping him stay grounded or whether like his own like acceptance of their death. Like maybe just seeing them or just like whatever it is like might be enough for him to accept and kind of let go of well, not let go, because he's always going to be hurt by that, but it's like just kind of accept and have some closure to, like, because he hasn't even known if like that's really the way they died. It's like that's where he thinks they probably died, because I guess that's where near where they were, or like where they were in the earthquake that killed a bunch of people there. But it's like he's never really known, and he's like almost been deluding himself, but not really knowing like if they would come back, or if like whatever it is, right? So yeah, I think he's gonna probably finally be able to accept it. Hopefully, that's like the best case scenario. Because otherwise, if he does save them, then it's gonna change a whole lot of shit. So yeah, we're gonna see if that happens, and yeah, what the hell is going on here. Last episode was very good. Before we reached like the crux of this issue, it was very beautiful. Dodged a bullet with the first one with the basketball game. Almost, with the love interest, our boy's like little sister, and you could even feel like man, I wish he could say something, right? And you could tell like he felt it a lot as well, of course, right? But when it comes to his parents, that's yeah, so yeah, let's see. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, shout out to the meta Billy Billy reference last episode too. Billy Billy. Oh, volume control. So loud. I'm sure they're great. Shout out to B Dream, but like, goddamn. That's the most important part, and nothing will change. Oh boy, the earthquake. God. The emotion in her voice. It's such a crazy devastation that could happen, man. They're all doomed. The result does not change. But he's going to try. Uh. Oh, he's gonna worry this dude's mom, who's already going through it. It's just through the photo, but you can't cross that. So it's like, not even could he not, it would still like change, even if he tried. Oh wow. Oh, it's just making him want to see. Uh, the mother's love that he's not had. Oh goodness. That just made it even harder. That's real. Oh god, it's going to, man, it's going to affect so much. Oh boy. All right. Let's see. But first, our banger opening. Damn it, man. I could not handle all the teases last episode, but this is like we're finally getting just to the like everything with him. So I really hope it resolves in a good way, you know? But until then. I'm gonna look this up on Wallpaper Engine. If it's on there, right on my other monitor. All day, please. I've never seen such a pleasing combination of colors. Oh my god. I need to go hug my mom now. Yeah, I cannot imagine. I'm sure I would be doing the same thing. I'm sure. Tough. Wow. Nosy. 5 people? Yeah. That's small town pressure. Oh god. So it happened here? I didn't even register that it was here. Wait, what? I guess it's within the region where it happened, right? God damn. Oh boy. This is not. Yeah. But he can't. Ugh. This is probably a big part of other dude's regrets too. I just realized. Oh my god. Oh god. Yo. It's too much. And the earthquake. And he already said it too. Yeah. It's just gonna get worse and worse. I hate that. And possibly kill those who are innocent. That's the thing too, like cause other people to die, like Uh, oh, animals always know. Uh huh. So this is why, yeah, that's why he was like they're all doomed because they all died. That's why he wanted to just say things to them. That's why they didn't change. It wasn't gonna change anything. God damn, it didn't hit me till too much. Whew, I'm dizzy now. In the tabloid, is he using his dad's thing? I guess he had to think of an inconsequential way to say it, but uh, so superstitious. Oh boy, how frustrating, man. To think you have like the opportunity to like save these people, but to potentially not and potentially make it worse. Oh boy. I don't know what I would do, man. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably do that, yeah. I know, dude. I know. You can't look forward. Way easier said than done. He's right, but oh wow. Only one. Her lullaby almost made me cry in the beginning, man. It made me think of my mom. Really? No way. Lou. Oh. Got it. Wow, so he's gonna be able to save her? Lou says it's okay? Half the town. Shout out to Lou. He was saved when he was at the dining room. Okay. So he has to be in there. So I guess they didn't all, like, die. Oh boy. Wow. Almost day 30. So an earthquake and a mountain collapse. Yeah, you gotta, like, take that into account. Oh goodness. Come on, Mom. Oh, I'm just waiting. Oh wow, okay. So he was saved in the dining room. I like that she trusts him so much, but yeah, what's going on? Oh no, Mom, please. No, 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 no. Please. It's about to, yeah, it wasn't even 8:30 yet. Come on, guys. Okay. Here we go. Oh my god. The other team. I can't imagine how terrifying. How scary. They got destroyed anyway, right? Results the same. You have to stay in the dining room, dude. Okay, what happens? What happens? Come on. This is about to break my heart, man. Oh. Oh no. She protected him. Dude, she crushed? Wait, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Exit if it's too hard. Oh. Such a good mom. Of course. Jesus, man. That's the shot we saw before. And that's what happened, huh? No wonder he regretted so much. Especially with his mom. Wow. What did they find? Oh, his old camera. Future will change. The camera. That's what it was. Oh, we're seeing it now. We're gonna hear everything he said. Oh. Photos are so important. Never the same. Oh, and that picture. Good memories, you know. Hold it in your hearts. That's all you can do. A lot more opportunity. To leave right now. Promise. How sweet. God, I wanted to know so bad. I'm glad. Man, what a smart way to reveal this. Wow. Oh, his ring. No way. They did end up together. His first camera. Wow. Half a year. Oh. So they were able to change some things outside of the node, right? You can alter those things, but not the node. And this was the result of being able to say those things. Dude, he married her. That's incredible. I hope I'm not misunderstanding that. That's really nice. Even after all that. Oh, he has a son. Oh, and so we look forward. God, what a beautiful episode, man. God, it got me so hard. I want to know more about her. Oh boy, who are you? Oh, witch. This thing again. Oh no. Uh-oh. So I don't know. This is a very open-minded police officer if he's like gonna be onto them about what they do, because it's absolutely insane. But yeah, worth investigating, surely. Unless this is the time police, in which case they're fucked. So, you know. God, what an episode. Oh my god. I don't think I don't think I've cried that hard since I watched March Comes In Like a Lion. I think that was the last time I cried that hard. Like that was deep, dude. That hit me deep, man. Like really fucking deep. I'm also very sensitive to things about moms, so that too. But it was just and the voice acting to like it was just man. Wow. That was an amazing episode. Like I was just saying during the credits, I have not cried that hard, I think, since I watched March Comes In Like a Lion, which is an incredible anime. I would recommend it to anyone. You know, I think that's just probably my favorite anime of all time. And this, like, made me cry so fucking hard. Like, I don't like to think of even the possibility of, like, losing my mother, because my mother is so important to me. Like along with my little brother and my fiance, they're my number one, you know. And like I'm so sensitive to things about moms, and like the way this episode like did it, like it just the lullaby broke me because like it was just so like of course just it was just so sad in itself. And oh my god, the crying, dude, the voice acting is incredible, dude. It was so like those voice actors were really crying when they recorded this, like they like or if they weren't, like goodness man, it was just so powerful, man. And specifically, sorry, I'm all over the place, it was just a lot, but specifically the scene where they're being rescued from the rubble, and it mirrors exactly, you know, the scene before where, you know, husband is going off like, you know, on a job, and the son's going to school, but then, you know, the son being pulled off in the hospital, and you know the rescuers dragging away the dad, and she's like saying farewell to them like that. Oh, hit me so deep because it was like the final like just hit of just everything that they were doing, like because it was with Chung personally, like with his own mother, that lullaby. It was with this guy, you know, with his mother, and then, you know, her final moments with him, the things she said, and just man, such a good mother, man. And I know I am so lucky to have a good mother. That just hits so much for me, you know, because there was a particular lullaby, you know, my mom would sing, and it was just so much, man. It just broke me, man. And because like especially with disasters like that do like happen. Like I've never gone through like an earthquake, right? I live in Texas, and where I live in Texas, I've just never had any earthquake. There's been like tornado warnings before, but I've never gone through like a bad tornado where I've lived, thankfully, you know. So it's like the fact that these natural disasters can just, you know, hit and devastate so many people and just uproot so many lives, like through death, through like destruction. It is like such a crazy thing that happens with nature and that happens to people, man. I just cannot imagine just such sudden devastation that people go through like all the time, you know. It's fucking crazy. So yeah, it's like all these elements together, like Chung personally, the mother thing, this dude and his mother, like, you know, him wanting to save everyone, but, you know, facing the reality of like not being able to change anything in the end because you can't. The past is the past. And with that came like such a, especially the way they showed, like, so it looks like, okay, first off, the things that it was brilliant the way they revealed like what he said to everyone at the end of this episode. Excuse me. It was brilliant the way they did it, right? Because with that, you know, we caught up to where our client is personally our boy. You know, seeing him and his father visit the grave, but seemingly some of the things they were able to change, because it didn't change the node, it didn't change the result, but it seems like some things were able to happen. I don't know if these things already happened and it was just the words like that was important for him personally to say, because it could just be that, which is plenty, which is fine on its own. But we saw, like when he said to his friend how he was able to look back on that more, fondly, as more like a memory to hold on to. Like, you were like the reason I'm able to like hold on to these like precious memories of friendship, or however exactly he said it. But but that's sentiment, it's a very relatable thing. It's one of those things you can look back on and being like, yeah, I was able to do that. I was able to meet with those people and be cool with those people. And it's great, nowadays you can be so like connected with everyone, which is great. But it was making the pinky promise, with her, right? And they got married, they had a kid. He's like, I'll be following shortly, I'll be going to the city shortly after you, and I'll catch up with you, pinky promise. And he did. Like, that must have been what he wanted to say, right? Because that is exactly what they said. And I guess because it didn't change the node, which is crazy, right? Because I was thinking before, like, as long as they don't change the past in a way that affects the future, which for all intents and purposes only matters up to the present in which they are entering the photo, right? Like, that moment in time they enter, like everything up until that point. Oh, wait, no, never mind. But the most important part is the node, right? That's the thing. So it looks like they were able to make these changes, to look more favorably or more fondly upon the memories with his friends, to be able to, I guess, marry and have a kid. Like, that's crazy to me. That is crazy. So I'm thinking maybe that already happened, but no, it's like, because he said that, it was able to happen. We saw the ring, right? And they had the kids. So I was like, damn, dude, that's just such an incredible change to me, because learning about the concept of the node as far as the rules, it's like, that's amazing, So I was like, damn, that's awesome. And then his father's camera, that he was able to salvage, that camera that, he would use, he was able to save it and, make the photos of all those memories. Pictures are so important, man. As we see, like, with how they enter these memories, because that's what photos are. It's such a literal like thing of what they are. And looking at photos, they're of course they capture a visual moment in the past. You can't change those photos, but you can look back on them. Can look at them and remember these things and cherish these things. But there are some things you can change, I suppose, but perhaps not without consequence, considering, I don't know, the police are here. These a different kind of consequence beyond just changing the node, right? So I don't know, we're gonna see with that, but I love the message at the end. That message, or rather what I interpreted it as, seeing our boy, sorry, I'm not entirely sure the way to pronounce his name, but our client lay in the bed with his son, singing the lullaby that his mother sang to him, to look upon his son and to just see this beautiful presence and future before him. Look back at the way his mother cared for him, gave so much for him, saying to him, be able to do that now with his own kid in such a cherishing way, a loving way, in such like beautiful memory of his mother. Like, of course, like, to save her would have been amazing, but just a very just real way, like, of course, that we have to live our lives, when we have our families, if we're so lucky to, and friends, and then to lose those people, but to keep moving, in honor of those things, and in like loving memory of those things and of those people, you know what I mean? And to look to the future, not forgetting, but also not in regret, just in that very meaningful but purposeful way to keep moving. And I was just visually just how that felt, to see him lay with his son like that. I don't know if I said that the right way, but you know what I mean. Sorry, I feel like I just word vomited so much, just like whatever, and probably didn't even say much. But it was just that kind of episode where everything just felt like so much, like, because it hit, and then finally I just broke, dude. Like, because I think about my own mother, I think about, like, to put myself in those shoes and in these things happening, and to think of the future and how I should, maybe do more now, to hopefully not have, these kind of regrets. I can't dive into photos and even make minor changes to things or like you know what I mean. But ultimately, like, the big thing is that you really can't change the past, and you shouldn't, But they did make these, kind of changes, right? And the police are here, and we don't really know, like, the full extent of maybe whatever consequences of like, what they're doing fully. Like, Lou has these rules, even though he did, like, give some leeway, Lou did give a little leeway this episode, right? To Chung, but he does stay within like his rules. But even still, like even like with the kind of leeway he gave, that what it seems to me, right? I'm still worried at some point of like what it could mean. You know what I mean? Like beyond just the cop being here, which again, this would have to be a very open-minded cop or like time police or whatever. I don't know how he's gonna investigate this, but so I'm very curious about that in terms of like thinking of consequences. But I like how this ended. I think considering where Chang was mentally and emotionally and what was going on, and like this was like the best outcome, the client's wishes got fulfilled, things apparently happened as a result of them, and made for quite a beautiful way to look back on things and move forward, so I but it's like, man, I don't know, should I be worried, about such a result in terms of like consequence? I don't know, I'm not sure yet, but I am happy with how that turned out, considering everything, because it was just so much, all the flashbacks with Chung, and then to our client's memories, and then real time losing his mother and wanting to save everyone. And the show is just so good at visually depicting these things emotionally as well. Like, because I remember in the first episode where it originally showed the woman at the table with the parents and how it transitioned to Chung, with his parents, right, and them walking away, like when it became him, and that was so like awesome, like visually to see, and really drove home like that feeling, that he was feeling like within her body, but also with himself, and that's exact like the way they did it here is like really what broke me, whenever they were like walking away from her, like her spirit, her final like farewell to them after she passed, said the wonderful things that she said to our clients, while she was dying, and everything. It was just so much, man. But it was such an amazing, incredible episode, man. Yeah, I can't say that enough. Like this donghua, this animation, for it to hit me so emotionally in 5 episodes. Like I've been so lucky because I've been watching another show called Sarazanmai. It's an anime. It's very, very, very weird, but I actually like it a lot now. And I think in a very similar time frame, it also made me cry like pretty damn hard as well. So maybe it wasn't March Comes in Like a Lion that was the last to make me cry super hard. I think this one was closer to that though. Sarazanmai hit me pretty hard too. But I'm so lucky to see such good animation, right? But especially, for my first donghua, for something different, animation from China that has its own style, that has its own, of course, language, its own way of expressing things, the studio, like their style, the music, oh, I gotta give credit to the music for, these things as well. But it was such a perfect storm. The voice acting, every element of this show was so tailored to achieve exactly what it did this episode. I feel like this is a good ass like animation. This is a good ass donghua, dude. I feel so lucky to be able to like watch this, my first one, or even just like to enjoy like something like this, man, because this is really good. Because I didn't know what to expect after watching the first couple episodes when I started. I was like, okay, this is really cool. I could see where it could maybe go or things like that, but I didn't expect to like cry as much as I did, especially like within this like arc. I guess it's been over the past 3 episodes, so it's had like a very nice buildup of things. But even still, it's crazy how just in that amount of time, like for it to hit so as much as it did, it's just, man, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to repeat myself too much. But I really love that a lot, and we're going to see what happens next time with all this stuff happening, right? So, yeah, this cop that's here, yeah, we're going to see. But, yeah, thank you very much to Knit and All for requesting these reactions. That was very, very good. And thank you to y'all for watching my reactions as well. And thank you if you continue to do so. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.